Hello, and welcome to Get to Know Regional Directors, where we share the goals, ideas, and insights of SPE's Global Board of Directors. In this season, we sit down with regional directors from around the world to discuss their technical expertise, lessons learned, and advice for those looking to pursue a career in oil and gas. I'm your host, Ebun Adewole-Dickson. I'm joined today by Simeon Eburi, who is a reservoir management advisor in Chevron's Technical Center and currently serves as the 2023 SPE North American Regional Director. Simeon holds a bachelor's and a master's degree in petroleum engineering from Texas Tech University and has spent much of his professional life at Chevron in a variety of roles. He's worked as a frontier exploration and new ventures petroleum engineer, a production operations supervisor, a reservoir simulation engineer, and much more. Simeon has been an SPE member since college in 2004. He's been an active volunteer with the Gulf Coast section since 2010, serving as a Young Professionals Chair in 2013, and receiving the SPE Houston Young Engineer of the Year Award in 2014, as well as the Gulf Coast Regional Young Member Outstanding Service Award in 2019. In addition, Simeon has previously served as the 2020 chair of the SPE Gulf Coast Section Board of Directors. Thank you for joining us today, Simeon. We're so excited to have you.
It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
I'd like to start off by discussing your current position at Chevron. Could you tell us more about your role as a reservoir management advisor?
Yes, I'm a reservoir management advisor, and what I do is to support our global reservoir management practitioners in the business units around the world on the reservoir management framework needs. I also work as an enterprise portfolio analyst, and I provide insights to our leadership to make strategic decisions in support of our higher returns and lower carbon strategy.
Thank you for sharing, Simeon. Now, with your long resume of various positions in oil and gas and at Chevron, I'm curious, what led you to acquire these different roles? I see that you've also worked as an economic analyst and advisor for deepwater U.S. Gulf of Mexico exploration. It looks like you've had many interests throughout your career so far.
Yeah, that's a good question. I do enjoy different challenges and I like to learn. And so, thankfully, my employer offers the opportunity to develop. Part of my career development is to learn about different parts of the business, different roles, as you can see from my background. And this is in hopes to make me a well rounded engineer and I'm able to understand the business acumen and the business side of the industry as well as the subsurface side. And then, again, I enjoy every single aspect of it and it's able to enrich my experience in my career here at Chevron.
That's very interesting. I imagine you've learned a variety of new skills in each role. Now, I'd like to switch focus and discuss your vast volunteering experience. But first, take us back to the beginning. How did you initially find SPE?
That's a good one. Let me start from the very beginning. I was born in Equatorial Guinea in West Africa, and I had a privilege to come to the United States for my education. And so, as an undergrad in Texas Tech University, I joined SPE. At the time, of course, I knew very little about the industry and about the Society of Petroleum Engineers. But as highly encouraged by advisors and professors, I joined SPE. I became a member, and I attended all the development programs, community service programs, all in college as an undergrad student. Of course, now I know more about the value of that membership than I knew then. I think at the time I was happy to enjoy a free meal in the evenings and listen to some industry professionals tell us about their projects in the industry. If you fast forward to today, I have a much better appreciation to that membership, and I'm actually in a position to support other students and professionals to gain as much value from their SP membership as I do today.
Wow, thank you for sharing that. It seems like you had a long history and you've continued to maintain your membership in SPE. So along those lines, what motivates you to be an active member and want to, volunteer throughout your career?
Very good. I've always been active member to societies or different organizations. Even in college, I wasn't a leader in the Society of Petroleum Engineers student chapter at Texas Tech, but I was just a member and I would observe how the leaders of this society run the organization. But I was a leader in a different organization, the African Society Association, and other campus organizations. And so I did enjoy the leadership aspect of that because with that you can influence change, you can take control, and you can actually bring people together. And so when I graduated and came to Houston as a professional, I sought to get involved in the local Gulf Coast section because being active is how you gain the most out of your membership. If your membership is just a a cardboard with your name and membership number on it, you don't gain as much value. But if you're active, if you involve, if you do things and learn soft skills and things outside of your normal work environment, I think that experience makes your membership or your SP membership much greater than simply being a passive member. So I love it, I enjoy it, and of course, it led me to become a director today.
Great insights. I hope that motivates some of our current members that aren't really serving right now to get involved. Now, you currently serve as the North American Regional Director. Could you share with us the mission of the board and your goals as North American Director for 2023?
Yes, as a SP regional director and serving on the SP board, our role is to support our members. We have a global membership that's very talented, that it also supports this industry. And so, as leaders of SPE, our goal is to look over the membership and the requirements for them to thrive in the industry from their development through their communities, through their education, through all the way to shaping the industry through talking to our industry players and helping share the value of our work, our industry, and our day-to-day activities. And so, as board member, I think we make decisions on behalf of our global membership, both the student membership and young professionals, and so that they can thrive in the industry and they can have SPE along the way in their careers, all the way from students to even retirees. And so now, as regional director for North America, of course, my goal is support the global membership of SPE, but specifically to North America, I do have some my own personal goals here in the region. Well, one of them is to successfully see the SPE Energy Transition Symposium launch, and so that is an event that is new to SPE. It's the inaugural event. And I happen to be the co-chair with my esteemed colleague Silvio Livescu. So both of us are working on that. It's a global event, but again, it's going to be held in North America. So we're very proud to be part of that, and hopefully see this event launch and have be the beginning of a series of energy transition events for SPE. Some of the other goals that I have in mind for the region, the second one would be have more SP presence in the Mexico section. Mexico is part of our North America region, and so I see the need to support the section a bit more, essentially support the country, and have a little bit more presence from the SP international standpoint. The section needs help, and they reach out to me for support, and that's something that I have in my goals to support them with. And the third one is really help not just the North American members, but the global SP membership make the most out of their membership. The membership SP offer a lot of value, but my observation is that a lot of members don't know all the benefits of their membership. So anything I can do to help a member understand what is all available to him or her in SPE's world of member programs, that would be a win. And so my mission, my goal for the members is to either explain or make it easier for them to access the member programs that are available to them so that they can make the most of their membership. If they don't do that, then we're not successful as SPE.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm sure we're all looking forward to the events that North American section is going to hold, and the ways you're going to expand the membership and the things we can offer our members and those that are looking to join. I'd also like to discuss one of the things that makes the board so interesting, which is the differences. SP's board of directors consists of members from all around the world with different educational backgrounds, technical expertise, and cultures. So, in what ways do these factors influence board decisions?
No, that's a very good point here. That it's impressive the diversity of our ASP board members. Of course, they represent the world, and so there's global membership. But I think what it's the advantage of that is the diversity of opinions, diversity of thought, and I think you make better decisions when you have a diverse set of players. I think we can all agree, or most people can agree with that, because we can challenge each other professionally and with good intent with the ultimate purpose of making a higher decision quality. Everyone with their diversity of backgrounds, they can bring exactly different angles, different ways to think of the problem. And ultimately, as a board, we want to solve the problems our members have. And I think having a different source of ideas and suggestions and great discussion coming from a diverse set of board members, we can maximize or optimize that decision making. I truly believe that this is a great asset for the the SPE board, and I'm honored to be part of this very highly qualified, very highly diverse SPE board group. We are proud of our decision making. It's probably not perfect by everyone's interpretation, but please believe me that we have the appropriate level of discussions and challenge within the boardroom so that we can ultimately make the best decision for our members and the industry.
Thank you for those insights. Diversity is not only the strength of, SPE, but definitely in the oil and gas and the energy industry. So now, before we wrap up, I wanted to ask, do you have any words of advice for those in the industry, specifically young professionals that may have a variety of interests in oil and gas and are looking to try to figure out their way?
I do. I do. I was a young professional before. I'm no longer a young professional, but I was there before. But I also wish I received this advice when I was a young professional, even a student. My advice to young professionals in the industry is to have a passion and go after your passion. If you're passionate to work in this industry as a petroleum engineer or an engineer or scientist or anything related to the energy industry, follow your passion and be assertive on it. Uh, Oftentimes I do get members ask me for advice, and I can tell that they're thinking about it. This is a cyclical business, and it changes over time, and it's important to understand that going in. And if that's not something for you because you're not comfortable with uncertainty, then it's probably not the industry for you. But if you persevere and you succeed and it's your passion, then you understand that this is something you like to do and you're able to actually put as much in as you get out. I double down on petroleum engineering. I'm a bachelor and master petroleum engineer. So this is my industry. I'm passionate about it. And I think when you have that frame of mind into anything you do, if you're passionate about it, you actually do a much better job than if you're not. So my advice is make a decision on what you're passionate, follow it, and then don't be discouraged along the way. There will always be bumps along the way. There's always going to be turns and ups and downs. But ultimately, if you're passionate and you work hard and you follow your heart, follow your passion, you end up in a position where you either going to be successful or you're going to open new doors for yourself. One last thing about this industry is that it evolves, continues to evolve. Uh, Not long ago, we didn't know that we would be working on unconventionals, and now we have tons of professionals working on conventionals, oil and gas, or tight rocks, as we call it. But today, we also can benefit from members working in the energy transition space, a new energy space, and that continues to evolve. If I was back in school today, I would study geothermal, CCS, or carbon capture and sequestration, and that would only enhance my experience and my marketability as a petroleum engineer, because it will make me more open to more opportunities in the industry, given that the industry is focusing on energy transition topics today. Again, always evolving, but you always find a way to push forward towards your passion. So that's my advice for young professionals, to just stick with it, and then you will always realize there's a path there for you. It's room for everyone in this industry.
Wow, thank you so much for that advice. I think that not only applies to those at the beginning of their career, but those that are veterans and maybe those that are looking to go back to school to study something differently. So, thank you so much for joining us today, Simeon, and sharing your extensive career background, volunteering experience, and insights with us. I look forward to seeing these changes as SPE continues to evolve, and also see it as your career continues to take its place. So, if you'd like to keep up with Simeon, you can connect with him on LinkedIn, which we linked in the description. Now, Simeon, thank you once again for joining us on Get to Know.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me today.
You can watch the Get to Know Regional Director Series anytime on demand. Visit SPE's Energy Stream site at streaming.spe.org. I'm Ebun Adewole-Dickson. We'll see you next time on Get to Know.